Alright. As you can see here, I have, instead of showing you the games, just the straight games, I have the two new action, or the original action replay and the newest action replay. I think it's the newest. For DS. I will be going over those two probably later in my little mini series here I'm doing here. But right now we are going over the DSi. So let's open this thing up. Before I start it off, I'm going to point out some differences between the DSi and the original DS system. So bear with me for a minute here. Alright, as you can see, it is much smaller than the original. Here, we will close them and show you how much smaller this is. Alright, so it's not much smaller. It actually covers the entire system. But it's less bulky, which is kind of nice. As you can see from this view of it, there's the DSi, there's the original DS. Much less of a bulk to it. So we'll reopen these up and then give me my stylus again so I can point out my lovely mentions. Like how you can see I take better care of the DSi, which makes sense. It's a newer system. I got my DSi actually at the beginning of this year, December 31st, ended last year, I guess you could say. I got mine. I had it set to the wrong year for some reason. At the beginning. Things I'm going to point out right now, the panels, or the buttons, where they're located. Completely different. I don't know, I haven't looked at a DS Lite in so long, so I don't know where their buttons are located, but I think they're actually located in somewhat the same location of the DSi's buttons and everything. So, the power button is replaced with this little tiny thing here, this little cube, a rectangle with an even smaller circle, which makes sense because I had an issue when I started playing, and my one friend, not my cousin, my one friend who's using my broken DSi I mentioned in my last video, to play Pearl, which I won't be able to show much on Pearl, and is he has issues with that because when he goes to do something, he ends up accidentally hitting that button because he's not used to using a handheld game system. He plays Xbox 360 all the time, so let's that's all I wanted to show. Watch my other video if you want to see anything on the original DS. So nice little DSi, Nintendo DSi, and your same little warning, hazard, issue, safety stuff. Wonderful thing. We will start with the settings, system settings, before we move on to any of the other stuff. This video will probably be the longest. We have on the first page of the settings, which is there, we have info on like birthday and what the name of the system is and all this other stuff. I'm actually amazed how well this is showing up. Not really. I'm not sure if my camera is a high def camera, so it's kind of cool that it shows up that well on YouTube. So down here we have four different little pages there of info stuff. Go over each one. I don't know how long this is going to take me to go over the DSi system completely, which I want to. Then what was on the Nintendo DS, which had very small system settings. So we have data manager here, which allows you to swap stuff from your DS, your system menu, to an SD card, which I have which I have saved all my stuff that's on my system DS onto my SD card for when I go and trade this thing in, because I want to trade it in for the 3DS. So we have that. We have the wireless, which it looks like that says I can set to on to use wireless connection, set to off to, wow, I did not know that. Okay, we are keeping with wireless on, so Not messing with that. Brightness settings. Wow. 5. About the same brightness that the DS Lite can get to. And there's how dim it can get. It's kind of boring dim because you can see it. My camera better, which is not cool. So we'll set it to 4, and those are on the first page of it. Profile, username, I have mine set to Heart Gold because I've been playing Pokemon Heart Gold so much lately. We aren't going to change that. Message, I got nothing there for a message, which I prefer nothing there for a message. Color, I have it set to a gold. I like this setup more. It's actually got more colors to it too than the original DS, so let's run through the colors real quick. I think I'll show them up on there. I'm not going to be able to get a good visual unless I go and turn off this light real quick. Here. Might be able to get it better. Nope. Alright. I like that. So yeah. This is the closest looking color to gold, so I went with it. Then you have birthday, which is basically the same thing as on the original DS. It's just a little cooler. Look, the DSi is cooler. All right, give me a break here. The date, which is basically the same info. Time, I seem to either have my DS is off an hour, or my DSi is off an hour. One of the two. I don't really care. Alarm, which it was supposed to go off at 5 this morning. I prefer 6 o'clock, please. No, I don't want to turn it on right now. That'd be boring. You don't want to see that. Give me a minute here. Alright, I have no idea what this is. Change something control. Oh, parental controls. No, I don't want to mess with parental controls. There are parental controls on the DSi system. Who knew? Touchscreen. I haven't calibrated my touchscreen in a while, so do that real quick. I don't really mess with this. This might actually take a little bit longer than the DS because I don't do stuff with the touchscreen that much. Oh, wow. Alright. Okay. See, it doesn't shut down like on DS. DS shut down. I don't get it. Mic test. Preparing. Please wait. Speak into the mic. Woohoo! Alright, well, I'm guessing that's picking up all what we're saying, or what I'm saying. You guys aren't really saying nothing, so, okay. Internet. I like this. It has a PIN code entry, which requires you to enter in a PIN code before anyone can get onto anything that requires wireless connection. I'm not showing my PIN code to anyone because if my DS system got lost and one of my friends saw this video and they found my DS, they would totally do stuff to it that I don't want to know. So I'm not going to have language. This one only has 3 languages, it looks like. Unlike with the DS, that's where I had 3 or 6. This one only has 3. Country. I think that's country. Here, I'll show you guys this lovely setup of stuff while I check this out real quick. Oh, yeah, it is country. That's kind of cool. Alright. System updates. And again, we go back to shooting of the action replays. If I can actually show them both. Well, I punch in my PIN code. Back over here. Yes, we are connecting to the internet. So this might be a little bit longer to my video, which actually is running on 10 minutes apparently. Almost 10. Next. Accept. Next. Alright, yeah, this is going to take up probably the rest of my video. What to do? Oh, wow. Nope. My software has been updated. The system had to shut off. I'm going to leave that as the video for now. I'll go over the rest in the next video, probably starting off from where I left off. So, yeah. Peace out, YouTube.